Texas suffered its biggest loss of the season last Monday when it lost senior forward Nneka Enempali with a torn ACL. Enempali set the program record with 6 consecutive double-doubles her sophomore season, eclipsing the mark set by Tiffany Jackson in 2006. She then went on to beat her own record this season with 7 consecutive double-doubles. For comparison, Kevin Durant and LaMarcus Aldridge both had double-double streaks while at Texas, but neither surpassed 6 straight games. Including the Baylor game, Nneka had started 78 of the previous 80 games for Texas. Her loss left a huge void for the team since no player has more points, rebounds, or made free throws than Nneka since she started all 29 games in the 2012-2013 season as a sophomore. If those numbers are not impressive enough, here are a few more. In November of 2012, Nneka put up 24 points and 20 rebounds against Jackson State, becoming just the 3rd player in Texas women's basketball history with a 20-point, 20-rebound performance. Fast forward to last month, when in a game at home against Northwestern State, Nneka became the 37th Texas women's player to reach 1,000 career points. Nneka Enempali ended up at 30th on the Texas career scoring list and 9th on the career rebounds list. Though her senior season was cut short, her impact on the program cannot be understated. She left her mark on Texas, including opponents and teammates with bumps, bruises, cuts, all the above. It's my personal favorite, Nneka Enempali. But Nneka, I hate seeing this. I hate it for you. How are you doing, though, with everything that has happened over the past week?
I'm doing really well. It's not an ideal situation, but I've been really optimistic about it. I've been getting such great support, great feedback from people. So I think personally I'm doing well.
What's some of the best advice that you've been given or inspiration at this time?
I think my dad summed it up yesterday. Last night he came over after the game and we were sitting in the living room, myself, my mom, and my dad, and he gave me an analogy. He simply said, look at your ceiling fan. And I was like, okay. I looked at my ceiling fan and he said, in order for you to get to that ceiling fan, which would be your dream, you're gonna have to climb that table over there, crawl up your TV, hop through your picture frames, but if it's your will to get to that ceiling fan, you're gonna find your way there. It's just not gonna be as easy as you expected, but you can still accomplish a lot.
But that makes so much sense because it seems to me that's the type of person, that's the type of player you are. Where does that will to simply overcome obstacles come from within you?
I honestly, I don't know. I just know that I'm the type of person who I strive off competition. I strive off kind of showing myself that I'm capable of doing things that I didn't think I was capable of doing. So for me personally, I like to overexceed and kind of surprise myself in the things that I do.
How much can you draw from this injury that you had in your high school career to help you now throughout this recovery process?
I feel like it's a blessing that I had the injury I did my sophomore year in high school, because had I not have had it, I feel like I would have been completely a mess. I would have broke down. I feel like the insight that I got from my first injury has really, really helped me in maturity process to know that there is life after an ACL injury, that this isn't the end all of everything, that there's a tomorrow. So I feel like I learned a lot.
But I know it still has to be tough because it is the end of one chapter. What was the most difficult part coming to that realization that your career at the University of Texas was coming to an end?
I didn't want to do this, but
it's okay.
I think just knowing that everything we worked hard for this summer, and you know, with my team, knowing that I did not want to do this ugly cry. Just knowing that I wouldn't be able to be there for my team anymore. Physically on the court, I wouldn't be able to participate in everything that we committed to this summer. But to take on a different role on the sideline as a coach and to be that encouraging factor to them, and just something they can lean on outside and not on the court as much, but just kind of seeing that whole.
So now you're taking on the coaching role.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's more tough on the players in that role, you or Coach Aston?
That's tough because I'm really tough with the girls.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that any of them would be able to say that I don't get onto them as hard as Coach gets onto them. I let Coach do her thing, and I kind of try to supplement in a more teammate type fashion, and more constructively, and a little less with a little less tone that she has.
Now, at the same time, are some of your teammates kind of excited that they don't have to go up against you and the elbows and get those bruises and cuts against you every day in practice? I mean, it seems like you may miss that a little bit, though.
I'm sure that they're excited that they don't have to worry about catching an elbow from me or, you know, me stealing their rebounds anymore. But I think that all in the same, they're going to take it just as hard as I'm taking it, because I think that my teammate they understand how much the game meant to me and how much being a part of what we were doing here meant to me. I feel like they feel not sorry, but they're compassionate, and they feel what I'm feeling for me personally.
What's next for you as far as your playing career?
Right now, I'm not thinking about anything besides getting this knee healthy. I don't know what tomorrow holds for me. I just know there's a purpose behind everything that's happened to me thus far. And right now, I just really, really want to work on strengthening this knee and getting back to full health.
I remember one of our first conversations after Coach Aston arrived, and you had been going through, I believe, some off-season workouts with Coach upon her arrival. And you said to me, it's so exciting to have a coach that helps you get better in every practice. What do you think that Coach Aston has meant to you in your career at Texas?
Wow. I think that watching me from my freshman year to now is self-explanatory in the production, the way I carry myself. I think she's just really instilled in me the concept and how much it means to work hard, because I thought I was working hard before she got here. But every day she reminded me, you're not working hard enough. You know, there's more that you can give. You have more in you. And I didn't think that I was physically capable of exerting any more effort than I was giving already. But just the willpower that she instilled in me, that you still have more to give. And I'm going to keep on pulling and pulling and pulling it out of you until you see it, until we all see it, you know? So just that willpower.
And throughout that, you created so many memorable moments. Do you have any idea what my most memorable Nneka Enempali moment is?
I know exactly what yours is.
Let's roll it. Now, the thing that scares me is earlier, before we came on the show, I mentioned to you that I thought you were the female version of David Robinson. You got the size, the length, you run the court well, you shoot from the outside, you got a nice little touch, defense, rebounding is there. You kind of looked at me, though, a little bit like, who is David Robinson? I mean, did you ever see the man play? Because if you haven't, you're going to make me feel really old.
Is he the guy with all the piercings and the red
Oh,
hair
no.
and stuff?
Oh, no. Nneka. That's Dennis Rodman.
Oh.
No. David Robinson is like the complete 180 from that.
Oh.
You had me at Dennis Rodman.
See, my hair was different in that one. My hair was straight in that one.
We were talking about the different hairstyles, and I did not recall that you had switched it up so much. I like this a lot.
Thank you.
I love what you've done here at the University of Texas. When you think about your time, though, and how people will ultimately reflect on what you've meant to this program, what do you want your legacy to be?
What do I want my legacy to be? When people look back on my time here, I want them to understand the amount of passion that I played with, who I played for, the way that the teams that I was on, the way we fought with and for each other, just how much heart and how much will I put into every single game. That's what I guess I would like people to remember.
That's what I'll remember. Congratulations on everything you've done.
Thank you.
I need to wipe my eyes, too. Got a little emotional there. But that's why we love Nneka Enempali. The all-time best Nneka Enempali wrapping up her Texas career. Thank you, and congratulations for everything that you've done and coming up in the future.